If you are new here, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell notification to not miss any future videos. Hey guys, what's up? It's Raven, and in this video I'll be doing something different, and it's going to be a theory video. So guys, before watching this video, hit that subscribe button guys if you're new, or like this video because today we are doing something crazy. And this theory is about the latest Pokemon that we saw in the end of Chikorita Community Day. And this video and theory is completely mine. I haven't copied it from anybody, so watch it with a little caution because I don't know if it's real or not. It's just a theory that I have. So without any further ado, let's begin. So at the end of Chikorita Community Day, we remember that we were seeing a certain Pokemon with a Ditto-like body, and it had a hex, a bolt for his head, and we had a little eye in between. And many people were thinking about that this Pokemon is a new Gen 8 Pokemon, and this is a Pokemon that was said to be a new one when the new games Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu were announced. And it turns out we are right. It turns out that it is the case, and this Pokemon is a legendary Pokemon called Meltan or Meltan. I cannot pronounce it properly, and we know about it because yesterday Pokemon Company released a new trailer, and it had Pokemon Professor Willow talking with Professor Oak, and Professor Oak revealed some interesting things regarding the Pokemon. It was a legendary Pokemon. Its name is Meltan, and nobody has seen it in quite a long time. And after I watched the trailer for second time, I had some thoughts about it, and I think I got a pretty solid theory regarding it and why Dittos were appearing and they took the form of this Pokemon. And there are also a lot of interesting theories regarding Ditto and Mew, so we will talk about them as well, and I will show you why I think they are practically connected. So without any further ado guys, let me tell you what the hell this thing is about. If you played the Generation 1 games, you know that the Cinema Island has a place called the Pokemon Mansion, in which we have many journal entries regarding Mew, and that is the place where the first artificial Pokemon Mewtwo was created by humans. They were trying to duplicate Mew, but all they made was so many Dittos and Mewtwo. But I think we have something here. As we know, Team Rocket has always been wanting to create new Pokemon or discover some old Pokemon to take over the world. But I think that they had something different in plan when they started to recreate or try to clone Mew. I think that since we all know that Mew and Ditto are connected because they all share the same shiny and normal color, they have the same weight, they are both the only Pokemons that know the move Transform, and that is why we all know practically that they are connected. And I think that when Giovanni or the people who started the research for cloning Mew, they had something different in plan. They were planning to clone or recreate Meltan. Meltan is a steel normal, or I don't know, it's probably a steel normal Pokemon. The legendary Pokemon has not been seen for a long time, and they probably thought that Meltan would be a powerful asset in taking over the world, so they started to clone Mew in attempts to get it. Because let me think, what does Meltan and Ditto have in common? They have the same blubbery body, and the body kind of looks similar to that of Mew, and Mew has a special ability, and they say that Mew has the DNA of all Pokemon. So maybe it is possible that they were trying to recreate the legendary Pokemon using the DNA of a Pokemon that can transform into any other, and Mew has the DNA of every other Pokemon. So maybe they were trying to extract the DNA to create Meltan, and all they ended up creating was a Ditto. Because actually, when I first saw the theory of Mew and Ditto being connected, I was thinking that it doesn't match at all, because Ditto looks quite different than Mew, and we can see there are some similarities in Mewtwo and Mew, but we don't see any of them between Ditto and Mew. But many people disregard it because they think they think Ditto was a failed experiment, but it wasn't. Ditto was tried to create Meltan. Meltan looked a lot like Ditto, and I just try. Holy shit! Oh, guys, I just remembered when I was recording this video that Meltan and Mew have the same eye. Really, I think they are connected. Maybe because Mew has the DNA of all Pokemon, but I think that when they were trying to create Meltan, which was the primary goal, they just couldn't make anything from top of the rubbery blubbery body. And since it's a steel psychic or something like that Pokemon, it had the hexabolt. It has a bolt or whatever you want to call the head. They were not able to create it. So there are a little bit of theories regarding it, and I think that when they realized they couldn't make a complete copy of Meltan, since they don't have any in their captivity, or they don't know what the hell is their biology and what the hell Meltan actually is beside what the old texts say, I think they disregarded the plan, and all the editors were some of the betas or the prototypes for a recreation of Meltan. And what do you think of this theory? I think this theory makes a lot of sense, considering that there are a lot of missing links between the story of Mew and Ditto, and I think that Meltan was probably one of the first major goals that Giovanni or the Team Rocket leaders thought of when they were trying to clone Mew. And after they realized that they couldn't recreate successfully a Pokemon that they do not have any data on practically, except that of old text, they decided to use a data that they have on Mew to create something that is much more powerful, and they manipulated the genes to make something that was a blend between modern human technology and Pokemon and the original power of Pokemon, and thus created a Mewtwo. But since we see a lot of Dittos, it is possible that the Dittos were result of false experiments. That means that Meltan and Ditto are connected, and it also explains why Ditto took the form of Meltan when we were in the Chikorita community day, because Ditto was originally planned to look like a Meltan, but something happened, or a Meltan appeared in front of a Ditto, and due to it was being programmed by Team Rocket to look like it, when it saw a Meltan, real Meltan, it took the form of it subconsciously, or tried to took the form of it for any purpose, I don't know. And after seeing that one Ditto transform into Meltan, several other Dittos all over the world transformed into Meltans. So that is my theory. This is how I think Meltan is originally part of the theory regarding Ditto and Mew. I think that it fills the bill properly, because I don't think it's connected to Ditto in any other way. And it may be wrong and I may be right, but I don't know, guys. It's just a theory. It's a Pokemon theory, and I don't have any idea whether it is real, or I don't have any connections with Niantic and Game Freak, so don't take my word for it. Research the data that you have and wait for the official material. and that is for it. And just tell me if you like my theory, if you think that it is probably a chance that there is that there is a chance that Meltan is a part of why Pokemon Mew was recreated or tried to be cloned, and Ditto was formed by Team Rocket. If you think that it is a chance, then what do you think Meltan, and tell me what powers do you think Meltan has? What do you think Ditto was supposed to do after Team Rocket created it? So send me your theories and thoughts on it. And guys, remember to stay curious, stay awesome. And I'm Raven, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Good night and have a safe day.
We'll be right back.